everyone, we're back again. It is, of course, a native line battle. And as you can see, we have the Swadians versus the Rhodoks. So, let's see. Everybody's saying hello, Masterborn, Glitch and Deadpool. And we are looking at the Swadian Knights. Let me tell you about the Swadian Adventurers. They are the 15th Huskars, the Perths, the 33rd, 15th. And on the opposing side, with a slight advantage of numbers, we have the 37th, with 53E, and the 77Y, the 70th in there. And who else? Of course, we have in there the Nog, the first Nog. Now, as you can see here, the Rhodoks have 94, and we are following the Swadian Knights as they move in. The 15th Riders, don't they look wonderful? Now, these are the Rhodoks. These are somewhat ninja-like individuals. So you can see a nice line of javelin and shield men moving out. There's Baron Andre. There's Auriculus. There, of course, is Derposaurus. And you can see now, it looks like the Swadian Knights have charged in, and the spearmen are coming prepared for the horses. Look at this. Oh, this is some serious spearing going on here. Rider Move Frog has taken down Crazy Horse. So you can see here, that's a serious lot of spearing. So, serious spearing going on there from Scarface, and these guys came in, pretty much got dehorsed, and those spearmen proved to be very effective indeed. And that is an extremely large chopper. So, there's Major Malekith, head of the spear section, complete with mace at his side, shield on his back, and armour in just about... And there we go, the 15th Riders have taken down Genghis Azdir. So Azdir has died already, within a few minutes of the battle starting. There we go. The late lamented Genghis Azdir. Or Aztir Khan, maybe, I don't know. So you can see in the middle here, there's Slayer doing his best to try and deal with the problem as the Swadian... Oh dear. The Swadian Knights come in to assist. So you can see these guys, there's JHS in with his lance, trying to take out those Swadian Knights. See what damage he can do to them, but they've got shields in just about every single location, on their back and on their front. A little bit of stabby goodness going into the horses. They're trying to take down those horses, do whatever damage they can, but there's a lot of well-armoured horses in this section. You can see these mail sheets that they essentially have over their horse. Got to feel bad for the horse, you have to carry all of that weight, including a fully armed up individual. But these horses were big buggers. Now, who's there in the middle having a little bit of a problem? Kazoo, Kazoo! Oh! Oh, no! And he's taken down. A Benjo. Now, here's the 53E. There is a shield wall. And Abercrampy gets bashed to the floor by a runaway horse, which was slightly funny. So now the thing is, these guys are sorting themselves out into a shield and spear wall. You've got these guys here also making up a shield wall as well. So the 53E moving up. You've got these guys as well from the 37th. You can see the shield wall going down, those long big tower shields going down to give as much coverage as they can possibly get. So now you can see over on the far side here, yet more cavalry in the middle, and here are the archers and the shield walls. So these guys here, 33rd, you see Recruit Don Diego. And, oh dear, poor old Lionheart the Great is no more. Not so great as he turns out, as you can hear the archery arrows flying over the top. from the enemy. And Rikamaru managed a team kill. So here are the crossbowmen of the 33rd. Look at these guys just firing as many arrows as they can, those crossbow bolts. So there's Robin Hood on the far end. So let's watch as these guys are taking fire from the arrows. You can see the arrows starting to embed themselves into the shields of these guys here. Still also the shield wall over here. And the arrows appear to be slowing down in number, maybe. You can see the arrows just going past the camera here. Now, who's this nutter? There's Hauptmann Robin. Moving in with little to no armour. So it could go very badly for him. And he's decided to now back up. So he's doing a little bit of baiting going on there. You've then got the cavalry of the Swadian Knights on the left-hand side, looking for an outflanking manoeuvre. Looks like that's what they're going for. As these troops, as they move up, there's Happy Dude 121, and now under the control of Malekith, moving up with their tower shields protecting them from the incoming onslaught of arrows. They are moving into another shield wall, slowly moving up about 50-60 feet with crossbowmen behind them. Look at those spears coming in, arrows all over the place. The shield wall doing its job, complete with a Sergeant Jacob over the other side there. So not anymore, it's not, because Sergeant Jacob didn't keep his head down far enough and got a crossbow bolt for his trouble. So now you can see this is as expected. Look, oh no, Duke Punishment just killed Knights of Prof Troll, and as you can see they've now jumped the crossbowmen from the 15th. Oh, that's brutal. They're in there with the maces. They don't have the spears, but they've come in with the maces and the swords and the mighty big choppers. Now the Perth troops move in with their spears to try and deal with the enemy. Poor old Laird Victor got a spear right in his shoulder there. That's very nasty indeed. So now the crossbowmen are doing their best to defend against the incoming onslaught of the Rhodoks. You can see them moving slowly up as a shield wall as the Swadian Knights are getting into a battle here. So there's the 33rd having a battle with Sir Bodger Brunswick. And there's Sniper in there as the line troop. There's Andre as well in there with a nice big long spear. So that's going on, and Derposaurus manages to kill Murray. And you can now see the horses come charging in again. Oh, armoured horses coming in doing so much damage. Oh, a bit of archery going down. Poor old Archer Holt being taken down. Too bad also in there as well. And poor old Auriculus being shot. So, you know, these things happen. It's all part of the fun. Sivo Cleaner. Who is this over here? Oh, Barbs! Look at that massive blade he's carrying. That is just brutal. He's just battering people down with it. So let's see. There's Barbs doing his best to get in and get involved. So you can see Barbs doing a great job here, taking a little bit of damage. And now moving up towards the Swadian Knights. Let's see. Let's see what he's going to do. So he's moving after the Swadian Knights here as one of the few remaining members of the Swadian Kingdom. Perth Highlander Anderson. Oh, being stabbed and garroted and speared from multiple directions and then finished off by Scarface. So let's see what's going on. How many people are remaining? Hosgal the Cracked is the only man remaining. Ah, here he is. Oh, that arrow was so close. Now the Cracked is about to become the dead, as you can see. Here come the enemy. Here come the spears. And JHS takes him right in the chest. We'll move on to the next round. Okay, so we are back in the Swadian spawn. As you can see, the 15th rider. Moo Frog. So Moo Froggington. And it's all looking good. Rider Naparoy. And we are now looking over here at Corporal Ruse. So, these fine fellows from the 33rd, broadswords in hand, bucket helmets on their head, and the standard helms for these gentlemen, with Recruit Masterborn at the rear there, his chainmail. Oh, okay. So, they did decide to do a little bit of a restart there, so that's fine. We are now over at the Rhodok spawn. Knight Slayerborn. Light Zaib. Sir Gaz. There's Thomas. I think these things they've got on are actually pretty good, because it stops them from biting anybody's arms off, which, as you can imagine, is a good thing. And there is Sir Gaz with Marks Mr. Blue and Strelane in there as well. Now, who's scouting out the area? Duke Punishment, of course. So, let's move in, find out what the 15th are doing. As you can see, these fine armoured horsemen are moving up, looking for an opportunity. They can see the enemy over to the right. Now, are they going to make a sly attack? Are they trying to hide their numbers? It looks like they may have been seen by the opposing forces, and it looks like they might be going directly after them. No, looks like they've decided to back off, possibly pressurise the opposing forces into moving out of the spawn. So look at these fine fellows. Goodness me, look at all this. Happy Dude 121, Scarface, the White Knight, and fine archers. Schweitzer, Freehalcorn, Ambrose, Commandant Laurent, Hans, Herr Lobster, Super Solus, Rickert, Chasseur Suicus, and Vassal, or Vassal, Alexander. There's Liege Magnus in there as well. And the Squire of Brunswick. Mind, watch out for the Brunswickians. Deadly, deadly men. So you can now see it looks like a section of the 15th Riders have been intercepted by... There's Captain Revel with an extremely large hammer. He's getting out his crossbow bolt, ready to try and load, take a pot shot at someone. But, who is this? Ryder Phyllis. And Thomas with a lovely kill onto Scarface. And then the King Synchris, has been taken down by the turtle. So you can now see here Corporal Ryan also working on the enemy here. Oh, Ryan taking down Stigbrit. And let's see, there's Yankav in as well. Oh, very close to being hit in the back there. Shield probably saved him, but he doesn't have a shield on his back anymore. And now being barged to the floor, and being barged to the floor again. Poor old Yankav. Got a tough moment, doesn't know which direction to look. Oh, lovely attack there. Going in for another stab on the horse. Oh no, poor old Yankav's lost his shield. He's having a little bit of a barge to death moment. The operation, the elephantine operation that is the 77 Wyern horses. And poor old Yankav gets taken down there by a sword slash from Slayer. So, this is what remains of the Swadian Cavalry. Rider Galvin. Rider Luke. And there's Alien. Now, here is the 37th. Behind their shield wall. Look at these fellows. Don't they look great? And so there's Batman. Crossbow Cuddles. Ravel and JNY. And over on one side we have Crossbow Gunter. Now you've obviously got your other section of the shield wall. Those fine fellows from the 1st NOG, 2nd RCH. Asian kittens included. So you can see these guys trying to deal as best they can with the fire of the arrows coming over. Ooh. So if we move, yeah, you can see, look, you can just see they fly past the camera, the arrows coming in from the opposing forces. So let's move down and see what kind of opposing forces they are. So you can see a massive, great big, huge, long line of shielded Swardians from the 33rd. Perth shielded men as well. And the 15th archers behind them. Look at this rapid fire. This is seriously good training here. Good dedication by the 15th, as you can see, in there with the archers, doing as much damage as they can. Whether or not they're going to run out of arrows eventually, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, including Fuzzy Gnome, who's in with, I would say, not a lot of armour. So now these guys will have to do something about it. As Leonidas takes down JNY, here come the enemy. The Rhodoks, being attacked slightly. As you can see, they're now moving on, ignoring the cavalry. There's Riki. There's Private Enter with multiple arrows in his shield. Look at these guys taking so much fire. Look at all this. This is insane. Nog as well in there. And they're moving up in sections. You see this very slowly. Everybody moving up in sections. You can see them all with multiple arrows in their shields. Eventually, oh dear, Crossbow Cuddles is no more. There's Cuddles, who needed a cuddle. And Cadet White Knight dies. And you've got another section, middle line section, the 1st Nog moving up. Oh, this is classic stuff. Look at this. Another line moving up now. And it looks like, yeah, we could be talking about a full-on charge. Yes, we are, boys and girls. A full-on charge from the Rhodoks into the Swardian Knights as they break ranks and go in for the attack. All the meantime, you have the archerymen at the rear. So there's the archers at the rear. At the same time as in comes the cavalry doing their barging left, right and centre. It looks like Ryan's going to have a few technical problems there. As poor old Colonel Leonidas from the 34th gets taken down by Colonel Barbs from the 37th. Colonel on Colonel action. Don't see that very often. So you can see them continuing to fight it out. But they now have reinforcements coming in. The Rhodoks reinforcements in the form of the 53E coming in to do the damage. There's Dr. Glitch 1. You've obviously got Corporal Robin Hood in there as well. Private Lennox. Now these guys are doing their best to try and defend themselves. It looks like the archers are moving back onto one of the hill. Oh dear. Oh, barge to the floor. Prof Troll. Just absolutely butchering him. Oh, this is where it gets nasty. These guys are trying to defend backs to the trees so they can stick the pointy stuff outwards. And that was very unfortunate. So you can see now Fuzzy Gnome and friends fighting back as best they can. You can see also in there the likes of the rubberized one. Well, actually, he's more the horse-born one. And he's in there doing what he can to generally harass people. And down goes the rubberized one. Let's see how he manages to quit himself. So Sticky Rubber looking for a potential enemy. It's Corporal Ryan. There, of course, is 37th. Lady Crumpener. And Lord Harrick of Brunswick. Veteran Hans. Cadet Crazyfish. Rickamaroo. Soldat Jacob. Ultimate Me. Rastafarius. Liege Magnus. Command Lorient. There's another member of the Brunswickian army there. Mr. Blue also. Andre, and there's Shaz Rickett. And of course, the turtle. 77Y Lightstra Lane. Dondarian also moving out. Let's see how the numbers are looking. Swardian Knights. Oh, the Swardian Kingdom have 2 people remaining. And they may have 1 person remaining. And that's this guy. Ride the Predator. So he decides to get up on a horse. And it's now a massive chase. So whether or not they're going to slay him, he's essentially trying to get away from everyone. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, one of his shields gets taken down. He's doing his best to defend himself. They're all after him today. You see all the line troops behind. Oh. Oh. So Predator doing a good job of evading everyone at the moment. Let's see. Oh, going in with a nice stab. Oh, one of the horses got blocked. And he's still trying to deal with it. And Sir Prof Troll takes him out. And we're on to the next round. And so we return with the next round. And as you can see, plenty of archers making their way out. Tiny Tim at the rear. Oh, correction. Archer Smeagol at the rear. Now, 37-foot Millsy, complete with large, very ungainly sword. But, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't have to look pretty as long as it's effective. Yeah, Aston knows a few things about that. Count Confusion, Hagman, Private James, Regular Power, Sniper Midgarder, Cadet Wormsley, Dusel in there, the Derposaurus, Abercrampy, Duke Fix of Brunswick, Lord Harrick of Brunswick, Sir Bodge of Brunswick, Brulan, Cadet Castile. There's, let's see, there's Sir Lyme of Brunswick, or Squire Lyme, and Sir Burrows of Brunswick. So that's what the situation is at the moment, complete with Liege Magnus, who seems to be having some sort of strange seizure. Must be having a moment with God, maybe. Yeah, it's difficult to say. Or he's been eating the wrong kind of food. So. Aha! The shieldmen of the Swardians. The Shieldborn army, look at this. So you can now see those Rhodoks making their way across. Look at that lovely line. Isn't that glorious? All that red. Recruit Rage, avoiding missiles as they come flying over the top. The trouble is, I don't know if these guys have much ability to fire back. No, they do. You can see what they're doing is they're chucking javelins in the direction of the enemy. But now they've decided to move out. Perth Lord Victor moving up on the right side to try and circumvent Major Malekith, who is now moving up on their position as they start taking javelin fire from them on the top of the hill. So you can see all this javelin fire coming in. Olmau taking a javelin. But it looks like the cavalry are also moving in at the same time. They've got their spiked balls in hand. Yeah, I know. What can I say? You can see them now moving in. The sticky rubber gets taken down very quickly by P of Prussie. Mao having a battle with a member of the Swardian Kingdom. Spiked ball to the face. So there we go. Highlander Padraig is down. So yeah, I think it's an understatement when Sticky Rubber says, "Well, that didn't go well." Apparently not. Oh, Mao gets barged to the floor by a horse, blocking some of the pikes coming in from the attacking cavalry. But he's trying to deal with enemy cavalry as well. It's the likes of this fella, and also Nordian Knights. Swardian Knights, sorry, my apologies. So he is obviously trying to deal with them. Oh, looks like a little bit of a horse crash there in the background, as lots more stabbing and mass murder is occurring on the hill. Oh dear, so many people being taken down. Ravel flattening the protagonist with a large whacking mallet. Chaz Ambrose in there as well. Random route. Large Corporal ribs. Very nearly exposed his ribs. Oh, look out. Yeah, he definitely did now. Ribs taken down roughly from behind. Now, here is Crossbow Cuddles. And these guys making their way away from this battlefield. And let's see. Who are these guys? Could that be the 37th Crossbow Squad? No, it's the 15th. Complete with magical... I thought that's a magical Trevor, but I think that's... No, it is. I thought it was magical detail, but it's actually magical Trevor. So Dr. Glitch in there, and Baylifer, and Ugar at the front. Here's the Duke of Brunswick. And as you can see, plenty of stabby goodness going on this battle hill here. And it looks like the Rhodoks have succeeded. Here we go. Soldat Daniel. As, let's see, the 53. E are in there. There we go, more vassals in there. There's Colonel Barbs from the 37th. And here are the 15th Archers. Taking pot shots at the enemy. Let's see if we can find out. Oh, what are these guys? Oh, that's all the same group. Yes. So here's Slayer Boy. Complete with picking up a nice shield there. And we shall wait and see what happens. So here is the 70th. Look at these guys. How many arrows are coming through their shield? That shield is not going to be able to take off. So you can see all the arrows that are just whistling past their heads. Look at this. It's just brutal. So these guys are going to have to move because they are susceptible. There's not many people left. The 15th are up here on the hill as well. So you've got the 15th. And now they're having to push back as they're coming under attack from the 37th. Colonel Barbs leading in the troops. So you can see them taking, oh my goodness, taking all of that crossbow fire. Look at that, Magical Trevor being taken down. Colonel Barbs going in as the cavalry. Oh, poor Barbs. Oh, poor Barbs. Shot in the leg. Just as he was getting there for his final attack. Oh dear, horse crash. So you can now see the 15th Archer as Fuzzy Gnome gets taken down. Oh dear, poor gnomes. And the Duke Fixer Brunswick, unfortunately, looks to have crashed out. So let's see. There's Archer Frybag. So you can see there's not a lot of members of the Swadian kingdom remaining. Even less now. One of the cavalrymen dies there. That was Duke Punishment, being killed by Frybag with a nice headshot. You've got Sir Nunny, and the Rhodoks have won that round. And so we'll be going to a map change, boys and girls. We'll be back with more shortly. And so we return after a map change. Now, one thing that they did do is that they asked the fix of the Brunswickians to change sides. So they are now 86 versus 82. So the Rhodoks have the disadvantage. And speaking of the Rhodoks, here they come. Private Enter. Brave Crazy Horse. Ultimate Me. Cadet Dishammer. And a little bit of screaming going on. And a bit of polearm action from Crazy Fish. And Happy Dude and Earl Reeky. And there's Major Malekith. In with... Has he got... No, he's got a rather large sword. There we go. One of those cumbersome swords. He's taking some fire. It looks like we've got a little bit of Swadian ambush going on. Oh dear. You're watching Mao defend himself from flying horses and Swadian knights. Let's see how he gets on. Let's see. He'll try and defend himself against these Swadian knights. Oh! And gets barged by a runaway horse. Oh, goes in for another swipe there. And then gets taken down by Van Holstein of the 33rd. Too many from too many directions. Look at these guys. Oh dear. Castile has been killed by Kongara. And Derposaurus gets killed also by Van Holstein, who seems to be on a bit of a roll at the moment. There's Colonel Barbs. Taking an arrow, taking a slice to the back. He's doing his best to try and defend himself, but unfortunately cannot withstand the numbers. Sir Mosh of Brunswick, always in the pit. And you can see he's got the spiky ball. He's going to smack you with his spiky balls. Mosh is in there doing his best he can. In comes the Swadian Knight again. Bit of drive-by barging. See there with a long war lance. And let's see. Watching Mosh move in on Vil. You can see these guys battling it out. As Jasper gets taken down. Vil. You can see over there, Barbs. Still battling around the tree. Oh. There we go. Dick Chappie's taken down by 15th Archer Safari. Bodge of Brunswick is a secret assassin. After changing sides, he has assassinated the king of the Swadians. So Bodge is the secret spy. His entire regiment turned turncoat. And it was obviously an evil plot. So here's Vil, I was about to say trying to survive, but got well and truly hammered by Dondarian there. And one of the last members over here, there's Archer Allen, having a very bad day. But, yep, and he gets barged to the floor, but he did manage to actually hold off that attack. Managed to block the attack, and he's on the floor again. And he manages to block again with his shield. Alan doing a fantastic job, but unfortunately not doing fantastic enough, as Zecht takes him down with a nice sword slice. So the polearm's coming out to go and take down the cavalrymen, the likes of these fellows, Frodo and Andrew from the 15th. Trying to barge these people onto floor. There we go. So Bodge of Brunswick is taken down. And the Moon Frog takes down Quick One. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. There's McNoobie. So it looks like Squire Lime of Brunswick is doing a great job. Shields are for scrubs. Oh, look, well, he hasn't got his shield anymore, has he? Oh, so Lime doing his best to defend. Look at this boy. He's going mad. He's going mad with the massive, mighty chopper. But finally got his legs taken out from under him by Havelock. So there is Duke Phipps of Brunswick taken down with a sabre slice. Well, not so much a sabre slice as a sword slice to the abdomen. So let's see who else is up here. There's Sir Burrows of Brunswick doing his best to defend himself. Under attack from 3 people. Until finally Zecht, I think it was, there we go, cut his head in two with that polearm. There's another soldier here. One of the 15th, no doubt. It is Yank. Yankav trying to support his team. As Cadet Finners gets taken down by Masterborn. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Here's Soldier Jordan and Masterborn from the 33rd. Look at these two guys fighting it out on the battlefield. No swords, just... or no shields, I should say. Just straight on sword-knee goodness. Here's Yank 4v. Ooh. Havelock proving himself to be quite effective. So there we go. Havelock is no more, and let's see. Ryder Frodo is the last man. Oh, lovely polearm stab into Dondarrion. Now he can go round and round in circles, but the question is, how long are they going to last? Ride Frodo to Mordor. Looks like one of them's in there with the bow to try and take down the horse. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Thank you. Jumps over the top of the attempting people to... what's the word I'm looking for? The people attempting to slice him up. Oh, that was a very close polearm miss. Oh, and down goes the horse. And they're on him. Frodo's going to be fighting for his life. He's fighting for his life as best he can. Oh, he's being attacked by multiple people and gets taken down. And you have a win for the Rhodoks as we move on to the last round. And so, we are at the final round for this evening. Here, Swiding Knights. The King, St. Chris. St. Chris the First. Actually, come to think of it, considering he's died in every single round, he must be St. Chris the Fifth. So, yeah, quite a high turnover in the St. Chris royal family, I have to say. But what's going on over here? Let's have a look. The 37th foot. It is, of course, the Rhodoks. Oh my goodness. Bare-chested barbarians, everyone. Look out. Oh dear. Bare-chested barbarians come charging in. Oh, but the poor bare-chested fellows are having a problem as the infantry comes charging down the hill. That's got to be the weirdest looking guy, Recruit Hornet. Oh god. The 33rd were easy pickings. I'm afraid that was definitely the case. So, however, over the other side, there were plenty of archers, along with Duke Fix of Brunswick, and the other Brunswickians following up behind him, and the archers on the hill from the 15th. These fine metallic fellows taking pot shots at the enemy and sometimes team killing them, but you know, these things happen. So, oh, more shirtless people. There's Perth Highlander Zebo Going after multiple horses. Trying to assassinate horses. Oh, lovely kill by Zebo into Genghis Aztir. Genghis Aztir is no more. Got his bottom chopped off by Zebo. So here's Highlander Aiel fighting for his life. You can see trying to deal with all of the sword swipes and the javelins and the arrows coming in from every direction. But mostly it was the swords that got him. So there's a man with a mighty hammer. He's put his hammer away in favour of his bow. There's Riki. Oh, nice shot on Django there by Hawks from the 70th. Shot him. Let's have a look. Right in the butt. So that's a very good. Always go for the butt shot. What can we say? And so what we're doing now is we're following the remainder of the Rhodoks. Let's see how they're doing numbers-wise. Well, the King of the Swardians remains alive. So Brodge of Brunswick is no more. And Private James, as we're looking at Jasper taking down Freddy Zero. Who's that in the middle? That's Squire Lime of Brunswick fighting merrily and wholeheartedly. Duke Fix also in there as well, complete with a spear sticking out of his rear shield. Oh, he's taking a few damage there. Let's see, there's Millsy in the 37th foot over on the side here. There's Archer Bandy. Plenty of shirtless goings on. Rostafari assists us. And there is Recruit Asian Kittens. More shirtless individuals. Highlander Toasty. Highlander Yuri. Oh dear. Oh, nice. Oh, so unfortunate. Yuri being taken down. So we're watching Asian Kittens trying to defend himself as best he can. Let's see where the remainder of the Swardian Knights are. It is Baron Kungara of Brunswick being attacked from multiple directions. And finally being finished off. Now, who's this over here? Charlie the Turtle moving in on Highlander Marrow. But he was no more. And there's the 15th Rider Frodo, again surviving. Goodness me, he survives well. Oh, look at that. Masterborn 12, complete with arrow in the back of his helmet. Or actually on the shield, technically speaking, so it's not too bad. So Masterborn now deciding to choose it in the opposite direction. His teammate could be elsewhere. Frodo, let's see. Rider Frodo, last to live again. Yeah, pretty much. Oh no, Masterborn's barged the floor. Goes in for the sword swiping. Gets hit multiple times. Charlie the Turtle finishes him off. And so... oh, look at this. The Rhodoks finish him off. And there you go, boys and girls. That has been it for the battle. We hope you enjoyed this week's Native Line battle, and we shall see you again next time. Take care.